Hello everyone, it's me again, Silver, and I've just gotten a message from the alternate universe from Fugitive Red-Eye. And in that message, he did send me a poll of what I should review next. I know it's been a while since I've done a review, so that's what I plan to do today. And today's poll, the review is Moral Orel. Obviously, as always, this is the opinion of me and not Fugitive Red-Eye. Fugitive Red-Eye has done several videos on this show already. And he also is planning to do another one that he is currently scripting, based on another poll. Before I get into that, I think I'll do a slight recap, letting you guys know what's been going on with me since my last review. Obviously, I mentioned I got a message from the alternate universe. If you don't know, I currently reside in the Sarge and Friends universe. I got in through a portal from the original alternate universe, where it was a TV show, and have since moved to Americatown, USA. I have done this to escape from the future police. The future police were hunting me down because of my kills, as you know, to make my art. So, moving to Americatown, USA, I was briefly able to find respite and shelter hidden from the future police. I then had a brief stint at Camp Convenience, where I went on and created some more art. I was then, of course, driven away by the resurrection of Crazy Pete, so I fled. After that, I left Camp Convenience and went to a lake, the legendary lake, where I got myself a talking chainsaw. This talking chainsaw, I was able to carry out much more art. But unfortunately, that drew too much attention, and the future police showed up. The future police, however, ended up in a standoff with the chief of police, Gaylord, who told them it wasn't their jurisdiction and he would handle it. He then let me free, thinking I had learned my lesson after all the bodies I had left behind. And now, in order to hide from everything, I'm currently hiding out in the Americatown, USA sewers. They're much more extensive than a lot of people would give them credit for, so they're pretty interesting to live in. There's also bandits down here, so I've got to be careful. But that's enough exposition. Let's talk about Moral Orel. Moral Orel is one of the most offensive shows I've ever seen. It gets at me. It really offends my Christian sensibilities. Another problem I have with it, which we'll go back to the Christian sensibilities, don't you worry your pretty little Mexican head. But another problem I had with it was that it tried to be serious. Why would a comedy try to be serious? This is the same problem I had with Breaking Bad. A sitcom isn't supposed to be serious. Why on earth would they do that? It's a stupid, poor show, and I don't get it. But when I say it offends my Christian sensibilities, some of you may think you're a serial killer. You don't have Christian sensibilities, you're no better than Ted Bundy. And I'd say, well, that's not giving me enough credit, lumping me in with Bundy. I'm much more up there with Samuel Little, or Jason Voorhees. To try to act like Ted Bundy is on the same level as me, it's not even close. Another problem I have with this show is that it's got really bad practical effects. You expect me to believe that this is real? Look at it, it's so fake. It looks like clay, or puppets, or clay pupping tits. I don't get it. Why would they do this? People think this is real? On an unrelated note, I think I need to have a rematch with Crazy Pete. He may have scared me away from Camp Convenience, but I'm not going to cower forever. I'm not going to fight him anytime soon, but once I've achieved my true greatness, I'll defeat him. Sadly, I no longer have my talking chainsaw, but maybe through my time travel powers I can get him back. We shall see. Fugitive Red-Eye himself has been a fan of Moral Orel, and I've never understood it. Again, it's super offensive. And in all honesty, it's just a straight ripoff of Davy and Goliath. I mean, how could anyone think otherwise? Look at it. There's also a weird episode where everyone becomes vegetables, and for some reason it's about a cucumber named Larry. I never understood why that happened. It happens out of nowhere, too. And it's never explained. I'll tell you, it's hard to make these reviews when you need to think about your art. So many things have happened since my last review. I need to get prepared, and constantly be on the lookout. I'm going to explore these sewers, to see if there's any ancient artifacts I can find to help me defeat Crazy Pete in the future, and any other dangerous threats that might come around. I've heard that there's something brewing, plot-wise, for Season 3 of Sarge and Friends, so I want to be prepared for that as well. Also, you may have noticed I got an upgrade. Well, that had to do with the dimension jump. Coming to this dimension made me higher resolution, and that's why I'm now drawn by Corbin instead of Fugitive Red-Eye. Another thing that this show rips off is BoJack Horseman. Now, some of you may try to say that BoJack Horseman came out later. Well, as I've traveled through time and dimensions, I can tell you that's meaningless and doesn't actually prove anything. Some of you may also point out that there's very little similarity other than the dramedy aspect. Well, now you're just being nitpicky and splitting hairs. Don't you people ever listen to what I say? I know what I'm talking about. I'm Silver, goddammit. In conclusion, it's a stupid, poor show. It's not worth watching. I hate it. I give it an 8 out of 10.
I'm a bit of an elbow man myself, actually. Bit different, bit weird, not sexual.
I had to suck 5 dicks to get into this show. Let's see you top that.